Hey everybody, Garcia here, and today we're taking a look at a party game in which being fast and being specific are both important. This is Doodle Dash. In Doodle Dash here, one player is going to be the guesser for the round. That's going to go around the table. All the other ones are the ones doodling, of course. You try to do that quickly and try to grab something from the center of the table. Then that person guessing will, try to figure out what it is everyone doodled. Let's go ahead and take a look at how it works. I'll see you on the other side. So this is everything that comes with the game. To set it up, we're going to give each player one of these boards here. They're going to have a marker, and we are going to set this pillar here and the die in the center of the table where everybody can equally reach that. Select a number of cards based on the number of players there. And we are going to begin. You are trying to have the most points here. And the game goes like this. Someone is going to be the guesser for the round. They are going to close their eyes. Everybody else is going to be drawing this round. We're going to flip over a card, and that player, again, without looking, is going to say a number that's 1 through 7. So let's say they, for example, pick 5. The rest of us can see that it says waffle right there. That's the number 5 is waffle. We're going to hide that card again so that when they open their eyes, they don't see that. And then we start drawing. 1, 2, 3, go, whatever you want. Everyone is going to try to draw a waffle. So as quickly as you can, but trying to be as specific as you can. That's the trick. So you draw. And whenever you think it's good enough, you are going to, if you're the first one, you grab the pillar here. You hide this, grab the pillar, you are done. The second player who is done is going to do the same thing, hide their illustration. They will take the die and they'll begin rolling the die as quickly as they want, trying to get the one face to come up. They'll continue doing this until they get that. As soon as they get that, they say stop. Everyone else is done drawing, and they have to immediately, of course, stop and hide their illustrations. Then the player whose round it is, who is the guesser, will open their eyes, and we reveal the first one. The person who has the pillar will reveal theirs. And that player is going to take one singular guess. So they might look at this and say, a grill. If it's wrong, then we move on to the player who has the die, and they will reveal theirs, and that player will again take one guess. If they're right on the very first one, meaning we never even get to the person who has the die, then they're going to get a point. The person who took the pillar will get a point, and the round is done. We move on to the next player to be the guesser. If it's not right, the next one gets flipped. If they get it on that one, then that player gets a point, and they themselves get a point. If that's still not right, they guess manhole cover, that's not it, then everyone else will reveal theirs, and now the player can see them all, and they again take one final guess. If that one's right, then every one of those players that just revealed, let's say there's 2 more, then they each get one, and this player gets one. So the trick is being early, yes, gives you a better chance of getting the point, but being specific is also a big part of that. If you think the first guess is going to be wrong, you should continue to elaborate on your illustration so that hopefully you are still first and they'll get it, right? That's the balance of the game. Very quick, very simple. Once that's done, we check, we discard the card, and we grab the next one. That player says a number. They might say 4, and this 4 says computer / PC / laptop. All of those are fine. We all draw. They guess, starting from here, then that, then everyone, if it hasn't been already guessed. That's the game. Very simple, very straightforward. Doodle Dash. Let's go back up top. Let me tell you what I think of it. That's the game. Very simple, very straightforward, which I think is a plus for basically any party game. I think party games need to be just, you need to be able to explain them in a couple of sentences and basically be able to jump right into them and start playing. This one manages to do that. So let's go ahead and break it down. I have one one issue with the game, all right? Now, the theme, which I'll talk about right now, I do the same thing I do for all abstract games, and this is an abstract game. There's no theme here. It gets neither a thumbs up nor a thumbs down, just somewhere in the middle. It's fine. Doesn't hurt, doesn't help, okay? The one thing I disliked is the die in the game. I think whoever doodles the fastest chooses to stop and grabs the pillar. That's great. No problem there. It's the second player who gets the die and then has to roll that die quickly. It's so unpredictable. I've had it happen where you roll, immediately it's that stop symbol, and everyone else has to stop. Fantastic, hilarious. Or it never comes up, and it's simply like you get to the point where everyone else has simply finished. And you can just stop rolling now because literally we're all done. So I feel like 1 face out of 6 is maybe not enough. Maybe 2 faces out of 6, though, was too much. I don't know what they tested. But I also don't really like the mechanism. I don't think it's that fun for that player to grab the die and roll. The die is also a wooden die, which is extremely light. It's likely to get away from you on the table, so you have to go and grab it again. Keep going. Sometimes it's floaty. It's a floaty die. It's very light. And I just don't like the mechanism. I almost wish that there was just a timer for the second player. Maybe that second token should be a little plastic timer that you grab and slap, and it gives everybody else, 5 more seconds, 8 more seconds, whatever. Maybe you can change that, right? Because the die thing, while the unpredictability is there, sometimes it just flames out. It just doesn't work very well. Everything else I enjoy. I think the aesthetics in here, the few components that are in here look good. I like that the cards have a bunch of choices on them. I like the dry erase boards that the players have. It's all good. The replay value, excellent. Tons of cards, each one with a bunch of entries. You should not have a problem running out of things to doodle in this one. The ease of play, like I said in the intro, very straightforward game here. And I think party games should be like this. And then lastly, tactics, luck, and strategy, but also fun. I kind of lump in here for a party game. The game's fun. There are plenty of laughs. It moves quickly. It's going to be engaging. Yes, sometimes you have a round where the die just doesn't do anything, and eventually everyone's just done. But then you start flipping things and the player's guessing. The drawings are hilarious usually. You have that nice balance between someone sketching quickly and you don't know what you're looking at. And then the second player reveals theirs and you can see, okay, between those two things, I think I now have got it. Here's my guess. That's fun. Being second sometimes is, maybe better than being first. But if the first player did a pretty good job, they'll never get to you as second place. That's a neat idea. So there you go. Not a revolutionary party game by any means. There are a lot of doodling games. There's even a lot of doodling quickly games. This seems like a fairly cyclical 1 or 2 a year sort of genre. But this is a good one. I'd happily recommend this one to folks looking for something that does this and does it well. I personally would probably find an alternate solution for that die, to be fair. Or I might use a different die, or I don't know. Something else, just a straight up timer. I might count out the rolls so that on the, 8th roll or whatever, we guarantee it's a hit, right? So I might just go pick it up and go 1, no, 2, no, 3, no. And if by the 8th it's still a no, it's a yes. Everyone just has to stop. But having said all that, it's a minor thing. I'm still going to recommend this one. It's going to get a 7 out of 10 from me. That means it gets a seal of approval. And I certainly would approve of you bringing this out at a party I made and giving it a go. That is Doodle Dash, everybody. Check that one out. My name is Z Garcia. Thank you. And I will see you on the next one.